Welcome, everybody, to this very special edition of, well, it's not the podcast. We're actually sort of doing some behind-the-scenes stuff here, Ryan, because, you know, Fyte Night is a way of life. It's been an interesting road, so we're here to sort of just, you know, shoot the crap about Fyte Night, how we came to do this crazy idea. So, Ryan, when you think about Fyte Night right now, is it anything you thought we would actually do, like come season finale?
No, I didn't think we would get as involved with the storylines and stuff. Because, I mean, if people go back and watch the first few episodes we did, it was very much just a casual thing of me and you playing matches out and just talking live as we were playing. And then, like, we kind of discovered that when we weren't doing live commentary and when we were just playing the game, that our matches were just like way better. So we're like, hey, why don't we do post commentary? And that kind of spiraled everything else.
And the funny part is that it's hard to get people to not say that this is fake, but when we play online, we usually work matches as we play. So at first we always start like, you know, I'm going to try to beat you, but at some point we start talking like, Ryan, can we get the spot in? You know, can you sort of set the ladder in the corner?
Yeah, exactly. It's a weird way of playing a game where it's like you're actually working with each other to try and make exciting matches. So it's very much like actual professional wrestling where you're working together to make it fun, except it's a lot less painful to do it this way.
Exactly. We get to be involved in all of it without the back pain. So, you know, and actually have health insurance. You do have health insurance, right?
Of course. I mean,
okay.
I get charged if I don't in this state, so I better.
Oh. Well, it's different here. So, yeah, with Fyte Night, the way it sort of started out is we essentially just hit record, started playing these matches, and it was kind of hard because we're like, so we're going to record these matches and commentate and have a storyline kind of, but not really, because what if I beat you accidentally or you beat me? So it sort of evolved. So let's talk about, I guess, the characters. Sort of breaking down, first off, we have Rex and Sex. So these are two guys. Like Rex Hayes is somebody that I have made since SmackDown vs. Raw 2006. So he's been in our thing since 2005. And then you made Hans.
Hans was in WWE 13, so he's actually one of the newer characters that we created.
So what do you think about the way we folded season 1, where we don't know? We don't. I mean, we technically know where they are, but we're sort of cave. I don't know what's going on here. It's a little crazy. What do you think, Ryan? Rex and Sex.
I like it. I mean, I guess you could say the way that we do this show is like, I'm kind of the director and you're the producer. It's like, I'll generally have the vision and Juan's the guy that makes everything happen. And of course, we both kind of go back and forth on the story. But basically, I wanted to do an ending similar to the movie The Shining, where it's kind of ambiguous as to what happened. Although with our time travel-y stuff, you can kind of make an estimation as to what's going on. But I just wanted to have a cliffhanger ending because I thought it would be really cool.
No, so let's talk a little bit about the production process, because maybe we got a couple people that are curious about that. So the first 5 episodes, we really just hit record. Those almost don't even count, like the first 4 or 5. But then it wasn't until, I believe, Rex...
it was Dandy versus Sabotage was actually the first one where we legitimately commentated it.
Yeah, so like it was the whole process of, we did re-record some matches because we had an idea of what we wanted to do. Like the matches, generally speaking, the first couple of minutes were just, let's just play around. But then this has got to happen at some point. But even that ending, if you guys go watch that match, like the ending where Sabotage beat Dandy. Originally, I think Dandy was supposed to win, but you hit me with the boot. I'm like, dude, hey, that works, man. You got to end the match like that.
I hit it's a catch finisher brogue kick from the top rope, and it was way too perfect of an ending. So
exactly. So then it sort of became the process of, we have these characters, what can we really do with them? So that's when, I guess, Dandy is another guy I've made since 2005. And then it's like, okay, so we're going to make him sort of our John Cena, I guess, because you need to have like that one familiar face, but then we need to have the bad guys. And with Hans, all of his storyline, we started before we even played for
Yes.
Fyte Night. It was like we would jokingly be like, okay, so that guy's class and ass, you would say.
Yeah. The whole thing with Hans, it's kind of weird that he's the sex in the Rex and Sex tag team, but it's only because we said his ass looked good in those leather pants that he wore. It's so stupid.
That ass.
But yeah, we played a lot of WWE 13 with those two characters fighting each other, and we really just enjoyed the flaming tables stipulation. So we would just play that match out all the time and just kind of like play it out like they were rivals. And then in the early Fyte Night days of even us just playing through, we kind of fleshed out that rivalry without it even being like in a traditional show format. And we just continued it on when we got to the whole Evil Rex situation.
And the awesome thing is that if you're watching Fyte Night brand new, or maybe this is your first time, seeing like on screen, you're seeing a couple of the highlights that are happening, but every episode it had more production value, because I remember I telling you at some point, like, we got something really good, but we're still sort of half-assing some things. Like, their theme music was still the in-game one, and that's where we're partnered with Viso TV, Broadband TV, and then we had access to this huge music library. So it's, let's give them custom theme music. Let's add a couple of badge stake segments, and then before you know it, we have this full-on league happening.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of did things Nintendo style in the way that they're all about gameplay and then they build a story around it. So we would first do matches and then we would just build a story around it. But then it got to the point where we kind of got into the stories. So then we're like, oh no, we actually got to like set this up to actually have like a payoff for these storylines and stuff. We're not just going to do random matches and try and piece everything together.
And I think the best two examples, one of them is Rex versus Jeffrey. Like, that is like one of our favorite matches. We just hit record and just played that match. We had no idea who was going to win. I mean, we sort of thought Rex was going to... It was supposed to be a jobber match. It was supposed to be the jobber match. But at some point, it just started working so well. We're like, let's just keep doing this. And then we'll write something for that Jeffrey guy. And
we're just like, oh, we're gonna get it like a hope spot in there and stuff.
Exactly.
Like, try to make people think that Jeffrey can win. That was a really fun one.
And now we, of course, got to talk about the season finale, and then I'll get to Banana Bread in a second. But one of the last two things. So, season finale, that was a challenge for us, because tag team matches are not very fun to commentate and to fight, because everything's going on, so you're going to miss a spot. The game doesn't have as many camera angles. It has no camera angles, basically, so... Like, if you look at the season finale, you had to do a replay and, like, zoom into one spot because you could barely see it. And Ryan, could you actually say, like, the finish that wasn't originally supposed to be the one?
Yeah, we may have wanted Cyborg Cena to not lose. Maybe somewhat maybe, but the ending was just it worked so perfectly. And with the double finishers happening at the same time, that was not planned at all. I was trying, I mean, you could see with the table, we wanted to get a table spot in there, but it just didn't end up happening. We know we wanted Cena to get his full, 5 moves of Doom combo in there. And it just happened to be that I think Hans was even a computer player.
Yeah, exactly.
And he just happened to go for the finisher at the right time, and it made sense that Cena was so busy doing his move, he couldn't get to the pin in time.
Yeah, because you were Cyborg... I forget.
I believe I was playing as Cyborg Cena in that.
Yeah, then I was getting pretty much killed in that match also. So because the CPU, because online, for those that don't know, 2K14, you can add CPUs, but they're like super difficult. Like the matches that we've had CPU, the triple threat match where we have like the CM Punk 2.0, he was really kicking my ass. Like that wasn't me trying to like sell. Like Ryan got eliminated first. That wasn't supposed to happen. It was freaking crazy.
Apologies to Solomon Stryker.
Yeah, that was even that right there. Just a little detail. The idea was that Ryan was supposed to kick out of the suplex in that episode and then just go on, but he wanted to like sort of milk it. Messed up, and he got eliminated.
But the rest of the match worked out, so we had to keep it. Yeah, so that's why we came up with the storyline of Stryker being afraid of basic wrestling maneuvers. So you just gotta, you work around it.
Yeah, that's the awesome thing about like that. And as you mentioned, the Cena spot, he knocked down the table. So in commentary, you're like, that's his thing in the future. He does the fight knuckle shuffle, but not before knocking down a table.
Exactly.
And now, the concluding thing we got to talk about is, of course, there was murder. Somebody died this season, Ryan.
Yes,
and then,
it's very tragic.
Yeah, so the development of Banana Bread, let's talk about that. Originally, honestly, he was a downloaded character. The original Banana, I was bored, and I looked up Banana, and 2K14 was there, downloaded, and then we had an awesome match between Dandy and Banana Bread. And that sort of made things progress.
Yeah, because we thought, hey, who should face the ultimate banana? And we're like, well, Dandy's got this kind of comical side to him. He dances around and stuff. So we went with Dandy versus the ultimate banana. And then I just kind of made an off-the-cuff remark about, if Dandy waits too long and lets him rot, he could just come back as the ultimate banana bread. And then we were like, you know what? Why don't we do that?
Let's bring it back.
Yeah, let's do that. And then it just kind of blossomed into this hilarious story.
Yeah, so Ultimate Banana Bread, that Inferno match, we had so much fun commentating. Those last two matches, man, because we added the third match for the user creator one, because it would also help build, so we could still talk about the Inferno match and then get the tag team match over for the season finale. But overall, I gotta say, season one, we had a blast. Like, I don't think we ever had one episode where we're like, let's just put it up on YouTube because we need to put out an episode. I never felt like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the most popular thing on our channel for sure. It's definitely growing though, and that's really encouraging to us. And the feedback we got for the season finale was just awesome. And it's like, we don't even care if it got like 10 views or whatever, because we just have so much fun doing it that we would be doing it anyway. So, but we do thank everyone who's enjoyed it. And like I said, that season finale was very encouraging because we put a lot of hard work into it.
A lot.
And to see the responses we got was really cool.
Ryan annoyed me every week. Ryan, Juan, this one. See, yes. can we add this and then but then change that? It's like, Ryan, at some point, this episode has to end.
Yeah.
So I told him, like, draw the 2D thing and all that. But yeah, this is if you guys have any questions about Fyte Night, leave them below, and then we'll make sure to answer them. Season 2 is gonna be happening. There's a lot of questions. We got Rex and Sex in the past. We have murder. So Dandy, psychologically, how's he doing? There's gonna be a lot of stuff happening. So check out the episodes, share the love, and. Are you going to say something, man?
One more tidbit. Oh. I just remember when we were doing the commentary for the Inferno match, and I said the line, we need to check on the well-being of this bread. And I was just like thinking to myself, what am I doing with my life? So like when I said those words.
Like when we were kids, you would think like all this stuff is ridiculous. We were around 20. I'm 25. You're
25 as well.
Yeah, 25 as well. And then it's like we are creating bananas and then burning them alive in a wrestling game, then commentating them. You can't create that. You can't make that up. So thanks everybody for watching. Check out the podcast available every single Tuesday. We got the SRTs. We got all this stuff happening. Check out the Fyte Nights and spread the love. Get the word out. If you like Fyte Night, you guys are our community to continue growing it, because I know the channel is mostly WWE discussion. So this is like kind of weird. Like, what's this banana doing in the Byte that channel? But enjoy it, love it. Hope you like this. If you want more, let us know. So until next time, thanks for watching, and we'll be back with a ton more stuff right here on Byte That.